Comparison is the thief of joy. I don't know who originally said that, but I'm repeating it because I found it to be true in my own life. And I've also found it to be true that human nature is such that many of us do compare ourselves to others. We look at where someone happens to be right now at this very moment, their lifestyle, their position, and we covet it or we envy it, and we don't consider all of the things that led up to them getting in that position or having that lifestyle. The trials, the tribulations, possibly. The reasons that they walked in that direction in the first place. Did they even really want to? And how are they feeling now? You know, even though they wear a smile in public, are they smiling when they go home at night? Are they actually happy? Or have they settled for the sake of fitting in, for the sake of having stability and social acceptance? A lot of people, that's the reasons they make the decisions that they make. That's the reason they walk in the direction that they walk, is because there has been a path laid out for them. And though it's not necessarily interesting to them, or maybe they don't care to walk in that direction, they know what's at the end of that path, and it's well lit, and there's security guards, and there's snacks along the way, right? So that's why they walk in that direction. And there's a 401k and life insurance and, you know, healthcare and all of that. Okay, well, but is there joy in it? I know I find the most fun and the most enjoyment in the unknown, in the what if, right? These are our artists, our mystics, the people who walk the path less traveled. It's not well lit. There's brambles, there's divots, there's ditches, there's steep inclines and drop-offs. But wow, it's really satisfying when you turn a corner and you discover a whole new world. You know, you're the first person ever there. You get to put down your flag. These are the people that are truly joyful. The explorers, the discoverers. And there's less and less of us. I do consider myself one. I do walk a path less traveled. I carve out my own path. I carry a machete in my back pocket. And I've fallen down a lot. I've found myself with broken legs, like literally a broken neck, literally. Okay, but here I am. My legs are stronger for having been broken. My spine is straighter for having been broken. You know? And I find joy in little things. It's great not to be in chronic pain all the time. Right? I know that because I was in chronic pain for a long time. So I don't take it for granted that I have a healthy, strong body. You see, this is what it's like to walk a road less traveled. Is to gain insight and wisdom that you might not otherwise be able to glean, because you are walking a path that had already been walked a million times, and there are no jewels to be found. They've already been picked up and deposited in somebody else's bank account. So if you're comparing yourself to someone who seems to be wildly successful, particularly in a field that has been created by society, you know, an industry, a profession, do this, this, and this, get this degree, take this job, it's all laid out, chances are very low that that person is actually living a life of joy and bliss. And that doesn't mean feel better about yourself like you're better than them because you're an artist or because you're walking a road less traveled. It just means we don't really know anything about what is in someone else's heart or minds. And when we are comparing ourselves to others, it's taking us away from our own journey, from our own path, from our own explorations, from the moment. That's all there is now. And anytime you're looking over here at someone else's experience and comparing your life to theirs, then you're not in the now. You're not living. It's like, okay, did you know you can like teach a chicken to play a piece of classical music, right? By laying out pieces of corn on each key in a particular pattern, in a particular order, and getting them to peck that key. Okay, they do that enough times, you lay out those pieces in that order enough times, you can just stop laying out the kernels of corn, and when you present them with that chicken with a piano, they'll just play out that piece. Now, someone stumbling upon this chicken for the first time, seeing them play the piano, would think that maybe that chicken actually knows what they're doing and they're a great composer, not realizing that someone just conditioned that chicken, essentially brainwashed them, right? They groomed them to play that song. So a lot of people who are successful in our culture, they've been groomed. And it is a form of abuse. It's a form of indoctrination. It's an indoctrination. And it's an unkindness. These are the caged birds. These are the birds that have had their wings clipped. And usually because they're so damn beautiful and their songs are so beautiful. And someone wants to capitalize on that. Take it all for themselves. Spread your wings. Take flight. Explore the unknown. That's where the joy is to be found. Not in comparison. Not in someone else's life. You have a destiny utterly unique. And when you walk your path, and your path has never been walked before, that destiny will unfold and it will reveal itself. And your life will be pure magic. And yes, sometimes you will fall down and you will scrape your knee. But then you'll have to figure out how to treat it, right? And you might learn about plants and herbs and how to make medicines. You'll learn, you'll grow. We learn and we grow through having faith, through trusting, by putting one foot in front of the other and knowing that our God has put our destiny here. And it is in trusting that and letting it unfurl that we will step into joy, peace, bliss, the kingdom. The kingdom is for all of us, but the way we get there is different for each of us.